desperate. We're gonna find out though, and this is where obviously the wonderful Ryan Central's on my side. Well, it's Haven again, as like, you know, we just didn't start with that.
Yeah, the double pump of Haven, it might be a tricky one. But FPX changing up the composition, so clearly they're just a little bit like... Actually, no, they were thinking about it, putting Zipan on the Sage and Shao on the Jet, but I guess they were like, well, it didn't look too bad against Ascend. It was mostly just CNED popping off. But now, they need to worry about Scream. It really is a trial and tribulation, and it's the first time we've really seen a double elimination come out in Europe. But I will say, all the NA teams that fall to this kind of qualifying match tend to lose it, losing twice in the same day and not qualifying. So FPX want to make sure that they don't get hit by that sort of thing too.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, at that point in time, for example, the boot camp advantage is something I would always put in. You know, being ready there with your mates is an absolutely different feeling than playing from home. I think this is an advantage that could make a difference. I would personally say, at the same time, always hard to judge. In the meantime, good information Liquid has gained, and Yumpy's already ready to flank around. Angel is patiently waiting, but they've already conquered the side. In the meantime, Team Sick might be concussed, but Yumpy's there with two. Obviously, the lurk's paying off for the Finn. Nice cold. He remains, and two more players to come at him as he realizes Angel's just on the edge of the smoke. Another frag he finds. No issues with that one, and poor Zippin, savior of the day, savior of the pistol. Starts off good. Second is not granted, though. The quad from Yumpy. A wonderful performance.
This could be a rough day for FPX. And also, bearing in mind, Team Liquid haven't had to play today. So, Sleggy and the rest of the team have had their noses pressed to the monitors watching this FPX team play. They can anti-strat them in real time. For FPX, they had to prep one game and then instantly prep up against another. It was a tough night of work, no doubt, for Doombros yesterday. And today, well, he has it all to do overall. FPX, last result they had against Team Liquid was a loss. And a lot of it had to do with Haven. A new company strategy came out of them with the Viper, with Yampy on the Killjoy. More straightforward and vanilla, I suppose, out of Team Liquid here. But it's still not going to be an easy run for them. They've got to bring it back.
One down.
If there's a weapon made for Yumpy and Scream, I would say it is the Guardian. Those are one-tap machines, basically, and who else than Scream specifically can play this weapon? It was basically, okay, is there a weapon we can make for Scream? Oh yeah, it's the Guardian.
He's managed to make it work. You could say the same with the Jet overall too. And FPX this time, it wasn't a close round. They didn't get the spike planted. There's no point forcing up, so they're just going to hold on to these guns. And now Scream, the headshot machine on the headshot gun. Really is one shot, one kill, and even a crouching opponent in shadow. He can't do anything. He's going to take the top of your head clean off, and I guess that was the main concern for Team Liquid. How are they going to look? They've not really warmed up today.
Nope.
Well, Scream certainly has.
I mean, you gotta say, basically a headshot machine with the headshot machine. Perfect stuff. Liquid starting off decently. But a solid 2-0 lead, and obviously it's their pick. I mean, the story goes on and on. We saw teams like Ascend previously struggle on their opponent's map pick. It's such an easy thing to say, and at the same time, obviously, Haven being a map that has worked decently in the past. I mean, it wasn't looking too nice in Iceland in some situations, but nevertheless, they have adapted. They have changed their lineup a little bit, and obviously, Breach on both sides. This guy has profited.
Yeah, I could say so. Let's see which of these two teams joins the likes of obviously Ascend, as we saw earlier, as Guild, as they beat Fnatic 2-1. Fnatic versus G2 is on another stream. You can check out all of the details, no doubt, in the chat, those kind of things. And also, congratulations to Gambit and Oxygen that qualified from CIS and Turkey, respectively. So nice little look from them. 4 out of the 8 teams. Oh no, wait, that's wrong. 4 teams out of how many will be qualifying. It's been a long day, and I'm really worried about Angel here as he's about to get peeked on. A nice little pop flash and a good trade out from Shao, but Scream is there to follow up too.
Yeah, they pretty much made that trade work easily. He's just avoiding the cam. Waits until he hears the sound again. He's being baited. And he thinks about making the move, but once he's back in the corner, they don't know. They just don't know. Demon Six has found the perfect spot and just remains there. He's waiting patiently to get his team over here, but it's 30 seconds. They gotta be swift, and the players back on the B side, they're definitely gonna hear it, Ryan.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they might hit the rotate away. Whilst Dimmer6 spotted a gap to exploit, it really is just that. No information to garner, but at some point, Dimmer6 is going to be sat in place. He's going to have to show his position. With 10 seconds left, nobody's really going to be there to stop despite being planted, but here comes the execution in, playing off of that camera that is still up, by the way, from Cryptix. He's going to hang on to it. That's useful info, and luckily Zipan manages to clear it out.
I just wanted to say it's about time that this thing gets destroyed. And FPX, they got at least some control of the site, but in the meantime, it's shots coming through, but they both change. And X changed that through the cage. And well, in the meantime, I'm taking it back. It's obviously Scream, who's turned this one around massively. A quad coming in. Is he sticking to the Guardian? No, unfortunately.
It's very like Team Liquid to be able to know which guns in season. They were very much hot on it with the Judge and the Ampy, all of those plays. Seems that it is the season of the Guardian playing through. Scream is 8-0. I'm pretty sure all with that gun and an early timeout needed for FPX. Yeah, things could go really sour today. And a 3-0 start on this map isn't the best look, and an eco is yet again required.
The thing is, I wanted to ask you, Ryan, which round will you see a timeout from FPX coming in? I forgot it. But I'm sure you would have said round 3. 4.
I mean, it makes sense. It's mentally resetting these players. It gives Doom Bros a bit of a look at what Team Liquid are trying to do. Each team's run on their own protocols, on their own styles. And clearly, if you've been scrimming and watching his team a considerable amount, you'll know what to keep an eye out for. Unfortunately, there isn't much to shut down Scream when he's running at you with a Guardian. Luckily, Scream's upgraded to a Phantom.
Yeah, I mean, shutting down a Scream when he's having a good day, pretty much impossible. It's him on his own that has, I would say it's not even skill at this point. It's a blessing for Scream that he can pretty much understand situations in a way that he absolutely knows the outcome of those. I have to say it's one of a kind with him. It's really one of a kind with him, but obviously there are 4 other players who also have to maintain control of all the other sides. He knows there's a cam around him. A good bit of control already gained by him.
Yeah, Scream's trying to play further up on A lobby. The camera goes on the other side, more towards long. Now, Link trying to respond with utility. Scream looking for this duel against Dimisic. Just has the perfect timing. There's very little you can do there as the Cypher. The rest of FPX with these guns making their way in onto site, but every duel, one by one, is being lost. Soulcast tries to take a peek off of the flash and does so. Knows that Shadow's playing in close. And this is clean from Team Liquid. They're prepped for this game. Shell's the last alive, and he's near enough surrounded. At least he makes it a bit more costly, but Soulcast gets the free.
I just very much hope it's FPX who are not running out of fuel at this point. It would be a shame to see them running out of fuel. Sure, the slight difference is Team Liquid coming into this game with the success of winning against
this is a nice spot.
BDS a little earlier on, obviously yesterday, to be frank and accurate. That's maybe the kind of reset that is doing so well for them. It's always a thing that you cannot really estimate, you cannot really figure out. Is it good that I've played before or not? Pretty much, I guess, imagine every team is somewhat individual in that. But so far, it seems like the rest is working well for Liquid.
12 teams in the EMEA playoffs. I just managed to do the maths now. I think that CNET play from Elia melted my brain a little bit. But here's a bit of a buy from FPX, and the execute is there to boot. The Bladestorm for Scream is online, but other than that, he just has the Sheriff in hands. It is going to go down relatively uncontested, and that is because Team Liquid playing for the retake. They have a Seekers. With Scream and a Bladestorm, they have a way and an opening. They're trying to work out the best approach to this, but FPX is set, the Trailblazers destroyed, and Zipan's trying to lead the line with this aggression coming out.
Yeah, the thing is, if they just descend Chaos over on the side, it might be Yumpy who can capitalize on it. And talking about it, all his blades, all his daggers already went past. It doesn't change the matter of fact that Shadow blinds them all, but Chao is there to save the day. Still, a 2 versus 2 that is winnable for Link and Cryptix, but most definitely not easy. Angel's just waiting for the diffuser to come in, and here comes the flash, but the ult of Xiao could save it, and it most definitely does. They pay attention to Sova, and therefore Angel can prevail. The first sign of life for FPX. It's not yet sending them into a disastrous realm of grief, but they're getting into the right direction.
Yeah, tough play for Team Liquid. They wanted to play off of the site. They wanted to play in for the retake, but Xiao was able to get so much information. That recon data pulses that many players. So good for him to play off. Immediately gets that ultimate. The state of play changes for him. He plays back. And Angel just spots, I think, the top of the gun from Soulcast as he was pushing forwards. Really nice round for FPX. Used an ultimate, but so did Team Liquid. Now a Rolling Thunder available for Shadow. How is he going to use it? How is he going to break onto the site? And of course, the upright for Yampy can't be missed on like that first shot.
On Richter scale to the max as they're trying to push over from Garage, immediately entering the seaside, and poor Yampy cannot stand a chance. But Cryptix is still lurking around the position. Yep, those cages are somewhat helpful, but definitely not securing his survival. This is the seaside taken with ease by FPX.
Managed to get the spike planted, and the Neural Theft is going to show all of these Team Liquid players playing more towards C-Link. There's no wraparound, and even then, you've got a tripwire down C long towards Dragon. It's going to show up anybody that goes for a flank. Team Liquid just decided they're not interested. And I gotta say, Link looks nice today. I think it's the haircut and the glasses, man. It's he's just got style. He uses confidence.
Wait, did he have hair before?
I think he shaved it all off in Reykjavik.
Why?
He went. It worked after the frankly embarrassing loss to version 1, which Team Liquid should definitely been winning. He came back, he clutched out, and honestly, the Link stonks have gone right up since he's had his hair cut. I mean, it's a great look.
Is it some sort of penance? In the sense that we lost shaving the hair.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of is it Goliath with the hair? We had it shaved off and lost all of his strength.
Genuinely, I have to be honest with you, I don't know. I would like to say something more, but
it's some Greek tragedy, but this is looking to be a CIS tragedy for FPX. Not too bad this round actually for FPX. A good one for them to win off. They used the Rolling Thunder, they used the Hunter's Fury, now a Showstopper. If they could keep these executes going well with these ultimates, might be able to sort of break on through. And there's not really that much coming online anytime soon for Team Liquid, at least, either.
Cage triggered.
well, it's still a few more obstacles on the way for Liquid to reach the Mount Olympus in Berlin. A few more here and there, different regions, different teams, all of that. But for now, they seem to be somewhat on the right track, as though FPX are swift and fast over on the seaside. Once more, gain control in a quick way. Yumpy's playing around the smoke, and Demasik is... Come on, mate. This trick is too cheap. I've seen it a few times by now, so he keeps on lurking in mid. Here's a bit of the judge nearby, but Yumpy should be now taken out of the equation. Most definitely he is. Demasik keeps the lurkers away, and the site safe.
Soulcast breaking the tripwire means that Demasik can't play his little games. And Scream trying to close in the distance on the site. Nice use of the cyber cage to make his way through. Him and Cryptix have been playing off each other so well. It keeps on going for Scream. And Soulcast there to finally chase up. The fifth round for them. Just as FPX was starting to pull a few rounds together, build a little bit of momentum, it dissipates at the hands of Team Liquid yet again.
It looked like they absolutely locked it down, and they had all those walls fortified, but none of that. Entering back over the CT spawn in combination with all the breach abilities, the flash that is coming in as a support, it's working all fine and dandy and got them the fifth. And obviously, Scream is having a brilliant day so far. Or already yesterday against BDS, he was looking sharp. Seems to be happening once more.
That goes
Yeah, not a bad day. Not a bad day so far. Sorry, I realized that talking and turning my mic off to cough was really stupid of me. And Scream takes a duel, and it wasn't stupid of Angel because he manages to find it. Was able to find gaps against CNED, certainly when CNED had the operator. If he could do the same on this map, that would be great.
Yeah.
But Yampy just manages to sliver out of the sight just as Soulcast goes down. But he comes back,
No
he
way.
cancels it.
Oh,
He
no
gets
way.
onto Dimasek, and luckily it's traded out. I haven't seen that since Shinobi did it for Cloud9.
That's absolutely wild. And, well, it's still not giving him too much. Well, he was a little too eager there, Angel. No way this is working. The Rolling Thunder's coming in, and the earth is shaking. Sippen's taken out as well, and Link's on it. He might just store it. Definitely goes for it. He's taking a bit of time. Half it is, but the wallbang's too easy for Xiao. It was costly once more for FPX, even if it worked.
Oh, and lucky for Link, that was so well played. The Rolling Thunder just sticks Zipan up in stasis right in that corner. He wasn't going anywhere, but this is perfect stuff. Maybe we didn't see Shadow fully utilize the breach in the last map, but this Rolling Thunder is placed perfectly. A lot easier to do that. But yeah, Zipan trying to boost himself up, make him a harder target. Wasn't gonna work, but Shao, the recon dad, getting that information, wall banging through that box. A smart clutch for him in the end and needed for FPX.
And this is one of the niche little details about the new breach, by the way, because I'm quite convinced that the old Rolling Thunder would have never gotten race in this case. That's so
Yeah,
important.
maybe. It's not wider, but it's more square. It's not
Yeah.
as cone shaped.
Right, exactly. This is the thing. This is the most crucial thing about the new one. But anyway, Angel has taken a bit of control already through his teleport. Shadow's taking this plant down on the ground. And yet again, I mean, FPX are fast over there. On any side they go, it's pretty much always in a few first seconds that they have conquered it. But Cryptix and his boys are trying to retake the territory that they have lost. And the gravitas of such a round where FPX is once more coming back again and again is so goddamn important. Seems like they've already setched out all the charge. Scream's going in fast. Finds the first. Nope, it's not happening. Angel is taking him out with ease. And it seems like they're backing off here.
Yeah, free player saves, it's an interesting one, but it just means that